Greetings to all. Today we are going to see about addressing modes. Addressing mode. The operation field of an instruction specifies the operation to be performed. This operation must be executed on some data stored in computer register or memory words. The way the operands are chosen during the program execution is dependent on the addressing mode of the instruction. Provisions provided by the addressing mode is to give the programming versatility to the user to reduce the number of bits in the addressing field of the instruction. The basic operation cycles of the computer is divided into three phases: fetching, decoding, and execution. So whenever the program is being executed, these three steps will be executed, and the first stage is fetching the instruction from the memory. So there will be a special register called program counter. This program counter is a register which keep tracks of the instruction in the program that is being stored in the memory. PC always holds the address of the instructions to be executed next, and it is incremented each time an instruction is fetched from the memory. So this is the fetching process from where you are going to access the instruction from the memory, and the next step is decoding. Decode the instruction. It determines the operation to be performed and what is the addressing mode that is being used in the instruction and the locations of the operands. And after fetching the instruction and decodes the instruction, the computer then starts executing the instruction. The instruction format of which distinct addressing mode field is opcode, mode, and address. These are the three basic parts of the instruction. So opcode, which will specify the operations to be performed, mode, which is used to locate the operands, and the address designate the memory address or the processor register. There are two modes which doesn't have any address field. They are implied and immediate mode. Implied mode. Operands are specified implicitly in the definition of the instruction. All register reference instruction that use an accumulator or implied mode instruction, and it comes under zero address instruction, in which a stack organized computers or implied mode instruction. Next one is immediate mode. Operands are specified in the instruction itself, so there is no need to have any reference over any of the register as well as the memory word. Operand field contains the actual operand to be useful for initializing registers to a constant value. So in this immediate mode of addressing, there will not be any specification about the register and the address of a memory in the instruction. Next one is register mode. In this addressing mode, the operands are registers. So only it will hold the register name where the operands is being stored. Register indirect mode, in which the instruction specifies a register that contains the address of the operand in the memory. Next one is auto increment and auto decrement mode. It is just similar to the register indirect mode, except that register is incremented or decremented after its value is used to access the memory. Effective address is defined to be the memory address obtained from the computations dictated by the given addressing mode, which means the address will be held in the register. Once the register accesses the address of a particular instruction, it gets automatically incremented or decremented to access the next instruction. And the next one is direct address mode, in which the operand resides in the memory and its address is given directly to the address field of the instruction. So it's a very common instruction format or the addressing mode, where the address of that particular value gets specified in the instruction itself. Indirect address mode. The address field of the instruction gives the address where the effective address is stored in the memory, which means the effective address is nothing but the address part of the instruction plus the content of the CPU register. So the offset value will be added to the address part of the instruction to get the effective address, and based on the effective address, the original value of a particular operand gets accessed. And the next one is relative address mode. The content of PC is added to the address part of the instruction in order to obtain the effective address, and this is just similar to that of your indexed addressing mode, where the content of the index register is added to the address part of the instruction to obtain the effective address. The last one is base register addressing mode, where the content of the base register is added to the address part of the instruction to obtain the effective address. So the user or the programmer, whenever they start giving the instruction to the system, they'll be specifying either the register or the memory word to access the original value of the operand. Based on the operand value, the program gets executed, and the opcode where we have specified the operation to be performed, it is how the data is being accessed from the either from the register or from the memory, directly from the memory, and it gets executed. So all these comes under the addressing modes, and these are the different types of addressing modes. I hope this particular explanation will be enough for you people to understand what is addressing modes is all about and its types. Thank you. Thank you again.